Test, test. How we doing? Up.
I want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!"
But here's the deal. The bottom line on nuclear weapons is that when the president gives the order, it must be followed. There's about 4 minutes between the order being given and the people responsible for launching nuclear weapons to do so.
Excuse me? Good morning, everybody. This is, breaking news, Thursday morning update. 18 days until the election, 18 days, 18 hours. Last night was the huge third presidential debate with Donald J. Trump and Hillary. I have lost my ever-loving mind, Clinton. You heard her right there, divulging to the world the amount of time it takes for the United States of America to launch a nuclear missile. Apparently, it's 4 minutes. That was the debate last night. And let me tell you, folks, people are reeling over that once. Well, no. Just the internet. Donald Trump won hands down. Spoiler alert. I'm just telling you right now. There's no question about it. Hillary Clinton camp had a... on Twitter, you can set up these polls and just, tweet it and have people vote on the polls. Hillary Clinton, or it was Clinton Kane camp, sent out a poll. Ironically, it was Trump won. Trump won the poll. NBC, ABC had a poll. Their poll had Trump winning, hands down. It was in the 70s to 30, something like that. NBC's poll, similar. CNN's poll's the only one I think I had her winning. Again, CNN did their crazy election craziness, and it was something to behold. It was a great night. It came off very well. There were no physical bombshells, if you will, other than I had an issue with Hillary and her blinking. She kept blinking the whole night. Her eyes blink, and she kept looking down and looking down. Some people say that she had a built-in teleprompter. I don't know. It was it's pretty annoying. She was way off topic. She wasn't herself tonight. At first, it seemed like Hillary did all right. She did pretty good. She held herself up, but then she would get off topic because all WikiLeaks was brought up. Donald Trump hit her once again with the airplane and meeting with Loretta Lynch and how that was criminal. I mean, just one after another. And then at one point on immigration, Hillary kind of got off topic in a roundabout and ran up on the Russians and WikiLeaks and Donald Trump in bed with the Russians and made him hacker. And this is all illegal. How dare he allow this illegalities to happen? Kind of a little bit of a shocker. Maybe not shocker, but a little bit of a information here. She never denied that what they were hacking was real or not real. She never denied that it was false. She did not defend Bill Clinton on his rape situation where he's raped many, many, many women. She didn't defend... Oh, there was one time where Hillary said she accused Donald Trump again of voting for the war in Iraq. This was the debate last night, the last debate. Hillary Clinton accused Trump again of voting for the war in Iraq, and then proceeded to say that she didn't. Unlike me, I did not. On and on and on. And so when I voted for the war, It's like, folks, did you just hear that? This woman is absolutely, she's nuts. She's crazy. She doesn't even know what she's saying. It's mesmerizing how this woman just has no, she thinks that she can continue to lie and lie and lie and lie and lie. Nobody will catch it. Nobody will stop it. Nobody will back it up. She's just going through the motions. That's all she's doing. She's doing what she's supposed to do. She's put out there. I don't know if it was a body double. I don't know what it was. It was kind of weird. It wasn't really Hillary, but it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. I'm not sure. Trump had a really good night. It was very solid. I was watching the Frank Luntz focus group, and Frank Luntz, as you remember, in the first debate, all the way back, well over a year ago, in the very, very first debate for the Republican nominee, Frank Luntz and his focus group watched all 17, 18 people up there on stage for the Republicans. And after that debate, Luntz said, "This is it. Trump's over. This is the worst ever. He's done. He's not moving any further." Yeah, good job, Luntz. Yeah, you called that one, baby. So, I bring up the Luntz focus group because I know that Luntz is not for Trump. Does not like Trump. I know. It's a fact. So I like to bring up his focus group. And I'll tell you what, and every single one of his focus group questions, every single one of them, it was Trump all day. All the way, all day. Hillary may have been up one or did well in one or two, but hey, you can't expect to win them all, you know, and I'm not trying to win them all. Let's see if we can get this soundbite.
I want you to yell out to the people at home which candidates.
Okay. Listen really carefully. Frank Luntz is yelling at, he's yelling at 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20 some people in his focus group, and he's saying, I want you to tell the people at home. I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to say Trump, or I'm going to count to 3, and you yell Trump or Clinton, and you tell the people at home who you think most moved in this debate. This is the tell-all right here. Listen to this focus group, and it's a mixed group. There's a lot of Hillary voters, there's a lot of Trump voters, and there are independents.
I want you to yell out to the people at home which candidate's performance tonight had the biggest impact on your vote. 3, 2, 1. Hillary. And it was a tie.
Did you hear him? He said it was a tie. Let's listen to that one more time.
I want you to yell out to the people at home which candidate's performance tonight had the biggest impact on your vote. 3, 2, 1. Hillary. And it was a tie.
I heard Trump. Sorry, Luntz. I heard Trump. If you didn't hear Trump, I don't know what you were listening to. Overwhelmingly, the focus group in the end overwhelmingly said Trump won the debate concisely. Like I said, I think the only fake numbers out there was CNN, Clinton News Network, doing what they do. Here's a short clip. Is a woman that we follow on Twitter, Latinas for Trump. And she went ahead and she did a quick little self-video spiel for Trump and kind of her overview, her recap of the debate and talking about Trump and the situation at hand. Latinas for Trump, follow them on Twitter. She's very, very smart woman, incredible woman, well-spoken, outspoken, very strong. This is the kind of women that Trump supports. This is the kind of women that support Trump. Trump, absolutely. In the focus group, the one negative thing that they said that things dipped that they didn't believe is when Trump said that nobody respects women more than I do. I kind of hate that he says that because you're saying that nobody in this world respects women more than you do. I know it sounds weird, but what Trump is saying is that he respects women so highly. They're so high on the totem pole that that you couldn't find anybody that would be higher than me, for the most part. The Frank Luntz focus group didn't like that. I wonder if they're watching the news, because apparently, and that was brought up too. 9. Chris Wallace brought up and said, very first question, there's 9 women that have come out to accuse you. What do you say about that? And Trump batted that away, said that that's ridiculous. I didn't even apologize to my wife because I did nothing wrong. This situation is made up. These women are brought to me. They've all been debunked. It's all been made up, and probably made up by Hillary Clinton. For the same reason I say that is that WikiLeaks just dropped Bombshell. Or no, this was Project Veritas. Went undercover and showed Hillary Clinton's camp paying $1,500, paying individuals to start riots at Trump's campaign. Literally shifted it off of that, went to the WikiLeaks, went to the Trump campaign riots, talked about riots in Chicago and how Hillary literally could have killed somebody. Again, I mean, she's got a body count. There's no question about it. I mean, type it in the Google, a Clinton body count. You'll come up with it. No question about that. So anyways, back to Latinas for Trump, and here's her recap of the night.
Hi, everyone. So here we are, the final debate. Of course, Donald Trump won. He did amazing. He stuck to the issues. He has the policies. He definitely looked very presidential, and he was very composed. And on the contrary, Hillary Clinton was nothing but lies. And if you noticed how every time Trump would bring up like the 33,000 emails she deleted or the Clinton Foundation, she would just laugh or cringe or just get completely thrown off because she doesn't have an answer for all of her crimes that she's committed. She was not going to return any money to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia owns her. In fact, she laughed as Donald Trump said that Saudi Arabia throws gays off buildings. It's
no joke. No joke. That has gone viral on Twitter. It's a close-up of Hillary Clinton's face, and in the background you can hear Donald Trump talking about Saudi Arabia and the horrendous things that they do to women, and the fact that Saudi Arabia has donated to Clinton and Clinton's presidential run, which is highly illegal, but whatever. As Trump is talking about Saudi Arabia and the atrocities there and throwing gays off the top of rooftop businesses or whatever, he kind of rambled on about, she laughed about that.
In the video, we are at a pivotal moment in this election. We have two choices: Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is a criminal, corrupt criminal who has been exposed over and over again through WikiLeaks and through these new videos that came out through Project Veritas with voter fraud. She is guilty of voter fraud, and she is guilty of hiring people to incite violence at Trump rallies. We have had enough of these corrupt politicians. Enough. We need an outsider. We need somebody who will put America first, who has the policies that America needs, who will improve the economy, who will create jobs, who will stop illegal immigration, reform education and reform healthcare, and reduce our $20 trillion debt.
Real quick, the Frank Luntz focus group, absolutely overwhelmingly, even the Clinton supporters believed in Donald Trump's economic plan, hands down, way more than whatever Clinton said. She kind of rambled on and was a little incoherent about it. But the entire focus group said absolutely hands down, we believe in Donald Trump's economic plan and how he laid it out.
I have faith in the American people that they will see that Trump is the choice for president. And for all of you never Trumpers, all I have to say is get over your feelings. This is about America. We are either voting for America with Trump or you're voting for a globalist with Hillary, with all of her donors lined up behind her. Think about that. America comes first. With Trump, we know that he will put the American people first. He will become president. He has the support. He will make America great again.
Excellent. I couldn't have said it better myself. Latinas for Trump on Twitter. Please follow them. Just an incredible woman. Very, very smart, very intelligent women. That's the bottom line, folks. I mean, I don't need to beat a dead horse. I really don't. The barrage, the bombshells of WikiLeaks that are dropping left and right and left and right. It's just one blow after another blow after another blow. It's like watching Mike Tyson in his prime go to town on somebody. Just literally just wham, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's raining. It's raining down during World War II in Germany. The German folks had a word when they saw the American B-52 bombers coming. You could see them coming off in a distance, and they would refer to them as steel rain because the B-52 bombers dropped so many bombs that they were bombing craters that were previously made by another bomb. Steel rain. That is what WikiLeaks is doing to Hillary Clinton right now. Literally dropping steel rain on top of her, one after another after another. Bombshell, WikiLeaks drop. Hillary Clinton admits in email, she's typing, that yes, she knows, she understands that Saudi Arabia is funding ISIS, is propping up ISIS, is doing what they're doing, and is also funding her. And she's okay with that. Are you guys okay with that? Trump did lay out last night. He laid out how the entire Middle East, the mess that is out there. Hillary attempted to say that she was going to fix it and she was going to do this. And then this whole Russian thing, she got involved in that, got sidetracked, and then wound up into nuclear weapons, and then telling the world that we're 4 minutes out from dropping a nuke somewhere. Good job, Hillary. Yeah. Oh. Arr. Good job. So Trump steps up, kind of knocks it out of the park, in my opinion, with foreign policy. He laid out how the situation looks right now, and that Hillary started ISIS. She destabilized Libya, which Libya is in a complete, utter shambles, civil war, a huge mess, and that was created by Hillary Clinton personally by her. Syria is an absolute mess. Iraq is an absolute mess. They left. They told everybody when they were leaving, and then they did leave, and then ISIS formed and came in. Ironically, he brought up Mosul, saying that Hillary Clinton and Obama said, "Oh, we're going to take back Mosul, and this is where we're going to be there. We're going to start to take back Mosul on this day." And ironically, well, the bad people aren't there anymore because they left. Hey, good job. You telegraphed what you're doing. This is the most incompetent, and Trump went on and on about it. This is the most incompetent regime ever in American history, and he reiterated it again. Putin is laughing at you because of how incompetent you are. You agree to a peace agreement. You agree to a ceasefire. You agree to this, and this, and nobody does anything. While you're agreeing to that and you're not doing anything, Putin is doing stuff. And then you're back to war again, but he's taking over more. and then you move, and then you stake it back and over more. And then he talked about the Iran deal and how devastating that is. So you've got Iran, you've got Syria, you've got Saudi Arabia, you've got Putin, all fighting ISIS and this mess of things that are going on. I'm sorry, not Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is funding ISIS. You've got Iran, Syria, you've got Saudi Arabia funding ISIS, and you've got this big, giant mess, this huge mess in the Middle East, all caused and created by Obama. Yep, that's for sure. You guys did a great job. Hillary Clinton was much, much a part of that, claiming that she's going to knock out ISIS when all of a sudden WikiLeaks shows that she actually is funding ISIS. She's funding the rebels that are fighting Putin. She funded ISIS and is the founder of ISIS. There's no doubt in my mind. We're looking right at it. Putin vows to go to war if Hillary's elected. I'm not saying that for you to not vote for her. I'm just telling you what foreign leaders are talking about her. Very weak, very weak. I don't know. Maybe Putin is trying to. In my opinion, I think Putin is trying to stabilize the Middle East so that the oil can be gotten. I'd rather have the oil in Putin's hands than ISIS, Syria, Saudi Arabia, Iran. I'd rather Putin have it than any of those folks. So, good, bad, and different, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I do know it's a mess. Then we got into rigged election. Obama just making fun of Trump, rigged election. Obama, because Trump has been saying this. We've all been saying this. It's already out there. It's widely known. And now we got videos surfacing from Project Veritas that show, word for word, show these Democrat operatives talking about what they've been doing for the last 5 years. I mean, it's just criminal what they've been doing. So here's Obama. I'm going to just play this real quick because this was part of the debate last night. It came up that Trump is calling out voter fraud.
Every expert, regardless of political party, regardless of ideology, conservative or liberal, who has ever examined these issues in a serious way will tell you that instances of significant voter fraud are not to be found.
Okay, well, Lou Dobbs, I trust him. He said there's already 1 million voters in voter fraud. Our show last Sunday night, if you listen to us on Smyth Radio on Sunday night, our show, we had a call-in, anonymous caller, went by the name of Candy, and she explained in Ohio how easy it is for voter fraud, and she went on and on. A small town up here in Ohio of 23,000 people, the woman who worked for the government said that they've already received 8,000 absentee ballots out of a population of 23,000. Yeah, a little unbelievable.
Keep in mind, elections are run by state and local officials, which means that there are places like Florida, for example, where you've got a Republican governor who's a Republican appointees are going to be running and monitoring a whole bunch of these election sites. The notion that somehow if Mr. Trump loses Florida, it's because of those people that you have to watch out for, that is both irresponsible and, by the way, doesn't really show the kind of leadership and toughness that you'd want out of a president.
Really?
You start whining before the game's even over?
Really?
If whenever things are going badly for you and you lose, you start blaming somebody else, then you don't have what it takes to be in this job. Because there are a lot of times when things don't go our way or my way.
I wish nothing ever went your way. I really do, because you are probably the only president in all of history who has gotten every single thing he's ever wanted. Anyways, I digress. So, if we are complaining because of the news media and the news coverage and the outrage of the ridiculous criminal element, and the WikiLeaks shows the embedding of media with Hillary Clinton. So don't tell me. Okay, Brasieer was interviewed by Megan Kelly, and this is what's going on with the Democrats after the debate. The audio kind of stinks a little bit because Megan Kelly has a set of headphones on from NASCAR or something. I don't know what they're doing over there. But here's the left and Brasieer freaking out over WikiLeaks.
You say that you play straight up, but I ask you because you were accused of receiving a debate question before a CNN town hall where they partnered with TV, and that you had this question on March 12th, that verbatim was provided by Roland Martin to CNN the next day. How did you get that question, Donna? You say that you play straight up, but I ask you because you were accused of receiving a debate question before a CNN town hall where they partnered with TV, and that you had this question on March 12th, that verbatim was provided by Roland Martin to CNN the next day. How did you get that question, Donna?
Well, because I play straight up, and I'll play straight up with you. I did not receive any questions from. Let's just be very clear.
Where did you get
it? First of all, what information are you providing?
Okay, Kelly's trying to play hardball, by the way, folks. She's trying to get her job back because she's absolutely slipped in the polls. And Mad Cow has surpassed her. So she's trying to make a comeback here.
It will allow me to see what you're talking about. Everybody
You got the WikiLeaks released on March 12th, Padel showing you messaging the Clinton campaign with the exact wording of a question asked at the March 13th CNN town hall debate.
Kelly,
where did you get it?
As a Christian woman, I understand persecution, but I will not sit here and be persecuted.
I love people who invoke Christianity and persecution when they are caught lying. Awful, Brasieer.
Information is totally false. What you're telling the American people.
Email.
Podesta's were stolen. You're so interested.
Podesta's, that they keep going back to that. Hillary went back to that too during the debate. Well, that's stolen. Okay, so it's stolen. It doesn't mean it's not real. You could steal my car, but it doesn't mean that it's not my car. Of course it's stolen. It doesn't mean it's not real.
And talking about stolen,
so you deny it.
You're like a thief that want to bring the things that you found that was in the gutter.
I have no idea what she just said there, but that's okay.
I'm not. Let me just tell you what I said from day one.
CNN's Jake Tapper came out and said this was ethical. Somebody was unethically helping the Clinton campaign. He said, "I love Brasieer, but this is very, very upsetting." My understanding is that the email to Brasieer, this is Jake Tapper. My understanding is that the email to Brasieer came from either Roland Martin or someone Martin. He said, "This is very upsetting and very troubling." That's your own colleague at CNN. It's not me. Who gave you that question?
Megan, once again, I've said it, and I've said it on the record, and I'll keep saying it on the record. I am not going to try to validate falsified information.
Okay, folks, that's about it for that. Wow, what an incredible debate night last night. Go ahead, watch the recaps. Stay tuned to Smyth Radio. We are going to give you all the morning updates all the way up to the election. Listen to us live Sunday evening, 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Smyth Radio. You can also find us on iHeartRadio at iHeart.smithradio.com. Have a good day now.
With unfathomable power.
What kind of power?
Unfathomable. It's without fathom.